once with a one-star glow. What could go wrong on this dusty road? It's Bubba's Dive Bar Roadshow.
That's right. We are in Brooksville. We're at the Wheel Inn, and what a party it is. I'm telling you, it's crazy. They got people outside. They got people inside. It is amazing what's going on here. And Bubba is in the house, and you never know what's going to happen when Bubba's in the house. So we're going to go inside, and we're going to party like rock stars. Wish you were here. You got to come down to the Wheel.
First impression, it's calm, easy, no rush kind of place. Just laid back vibes and familiar faces. Then we start to head outside. A pole barn, stage, TVs, and Bubba grabbing a seat with the owners and the manager. Stick around a minute. It stops feeling like a bar and starts feeling like a family reunion.
I can hit on him.
About some of the history. I came in 53 years ago. It was called the Wheel Inn then.
Okay.
A guy named Jim had it.
Okay, don't give me all of that. Just tell me.
Okay.
73. You were in this area in 73.
Same name was the Wheel Inn.
And how long have you been here?
I worked here when it was Rebar, and then it closed down for a couple of years, and I reopened it with them as the Wheel.
As the Wheel.
A year and a half now.
And you guys have owned it for about a year and a half.
Yep.
Okay, so we're
I've
gonna.
lived here all my life.
I'm sorry.
When I was 16, I was like one of the first to have a car.
Give me the microphone. I started as soon as I said that.
Okay.
Cina, C-I-N-A.
Okay. It's taping, so
Oh, it
you're
is?
good.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just having a conversation.
All right.
This is how my interviews work. They're conversations.
When I was 16, I had a car, so I would get high school for up here. I would get orders to pick up my grandfather from the Wheel and bring him home. It was my grandfather, my cousin's grandfather. He was from Germany. Pick him up here at the Wheel and bring him home. So I'm 16. So didn't drink back those days, of course. But now Mark's not here. Mark's one of the other owners. And Mark remembers coming here in high school, and they had a beer, a draft beer, and it was a pork
Barbecue
sandwich for like $3.
Okay.
$2.50, $3. So it's been around a long time.
So
it actually,
you don't remember that, do you?
No.
You don't remember that. I wouldn't remember that either. But I'm just
actually-
going to kind of leave that alone.
I looked up the records. It actually opened in 1951.
1951.
Yep.
Okay. And then for this particular, what are your specials? What do you guys do?
Karaoke is a big thing. Big karaoke following here.
Okay, everybody stop. What is your name?
Cina.
This is Cena. This is Paul. And this is Alan. I'm very sorry, fans. I know I'm terrible, but at least we got everybody's name. Okay, so Cena, what are your specials?
Karaoke, 4 nights a week and 1 day a week. We have a matinee karaoke. Huge following. We do high stacks poker twice a week. We do live music every weekend, alternate Friday and Saturday nights, Saturday afternoons. It's a big thing with the live music. We got $2 Busch Light draft beers all day, every day. That's the huge special.
Okay. We love Busch, so.
Most men do.
Yeah, I can't help that. Okay, so tell me, Paul, now, you moved here, or you came here in?
1973, 53 years ago, and it was the Wheel then. And Jim had it, Jim Fields, and at the bar, he had a black cat that ran across that bar. And I don't care if you're a cat lover or not. If you weren't a cat lover, you better leave, because Jim would say, that cat means more to me than you do. So anyway, but like Alan said, they had little menus that were just, everything was cheaper back in the day. A couple bucks would buy you a good meal. But anyway, it was really cool. It was called the Wheel Inn, I-N-N, because you could actually bring a motorhome town trailer, park it, plug it in the back, and stay if you wanted to for a while. Now we just went to I-N, just Wheel Inn. But a lot of history here.
It was sold to Eric and Missy
Stocker, yeah.
Stocker, yep. And they changed the name to the Rebar.
The Rebar.
Yep, I don't know where that came from.
Actually, Jason told me Rebar is Eric and another person's name combined.
Okay.
That's how they got the re.
And then they reopened as a rebar, just reopening it as a rebar. Because I got a sign that came off the highway down in Tampa, beware of the rebar. And it was on the side of the highway. So he got it, gave it to me, we hung up on the wall.
Right.
I don't know where it ever went to, but anyway. And it was also called the Town Tavern.
Right behind Doug's karaoke stand when you'd be on the wall.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
The Town Tavern was another name of the bar back in the day, and one more that I can't think of the name of. I can't remember what it was, but it's had a lot of history. It's probably one of the oldest bars in Hernando County.
So the bar's actually been around since the 50s.
Right.
Okay. And here we are, 70.
3 years old with me, or two, but I was born in '53, so 2 years before I was born.
Okay.
In Missouri, though.
And what about food? Do you guys serve food?
Right over here. That's one of them.
That's our wiener girl.
That's your wiener girl.
Yeah.
Hello, wiener girl.
I'm a wiener lady.
The wiener lady.
Sorry.
Hello,
Wiener
hello,
lady.
wiener lady.
That's Teresa.
We'll have to define those terms.
Then we have a barbecue trailer also that does several other things besides barbecue, and he's here most of the time as well out front. So
And it's a full liquor bar.
No.
it is not.
It is not a full liquor bar.
Wine-based liquor.
Okay, beer and wine. And is it cash only, or
Nope.
is it you can use a credit? So you can use a credit card.
Apple Pay.
Don't have to have cash only. I'm sure there's an ATM around here if you only want to
We
use
have
cash.
Inside.
We have
Okay.
one.
They have. Do you have any kind of motorcycle rallies or kind of things going
Tons
on?
of bike runs coming through on the weekends. We're always about motorcycles. Anybody that wants to come in, involved in the motorcycle community, we love it. But yes, bike runs on the weekends.
And benefits? Do you do any benefits?
We have an auctioneer in-house.
Hell, I don't know what do you want to give for. So anyway, we put a deal together with a guy that did the paintwork on this particular motorcycle out of Daytona Beach. Chris Cruz is his name. He does very good artwork of all kinds, but motorcycles is what he likes to do. And it was a Vietnam bike that had the Hummers and had the Gatling guns coming out of the exhaust pipes and had a side cart that was tricked out. So we did that to benefit the veterans, and recently gave a big check to the American Legion here for that.
That's awesome.
And then we're working on
Fantastic.
another one right now that's going to be beer taps. There's 5 gallons on the bar right now. I've got a 10-gallon jug. I'm hoping to have it ready for next year. But that all goes to the Shriners, which you know what they do.
Right.
So it's a big deal for the Shriners. So we're always trying to help the community.
Yeah. Why don't you tell me about you?
Yeah, that's a scary thought. I moved here in 2017 from Sarasota. Big culture shock. I absolutely love it. I fell in love with the place. Everybody here is super friendly. I had the pleasure of meeting him when I worked here for Rebar, and that is how our relationship started. I was the best bartender he had ever had. So I ended up becoming.
Don't blow any smoke. Don't. Listen, I wouldn't want you to break your arm patting yourself on the back here.
Not tooting my own horn, but toot. And I became the manager when they opened up as the Wheel.
What made you guys buy this bar?
Actually, Alan and I were looking at it originally. We have 2 friends that we thought enough about that we invited them in the picture. But way back, about 20-something years ago, we started looking at it.
The owner that we bought it from, he inherited from his dad.
Okay.
So he really didn't even have a lot of stake in the game, and he got banned from here.
Even though he owned it.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that's interesting.
His-
Okay, you've got to tell me more about that story. That's a story I need to know.
His employees had a little altercation with him, and then his girlfriend said, "Don't ever go in there again." So he honored her request to never go in here. So he had a manager, and he got his money every month from it. And that's all he cared about. But
Okay.
he wanted to sell it for at least the last probably 8 years to me. He's a client, I do civil engineering.
Okay.
So I do his land investment stuff. So he tried to sell it to me on multiple occasions, but I was always too busy. And Paul and I talked about it with some other people. My family became interested in doing it, my brother. And everybody backed out except me and Paul. So we got another 2 friends of ours to come in, so the 4 of us bought it. Everybody missed it. It was closed up for a while. I can't tell you on the record how long.
It's okay.
It was closed up for a while. And so everybody's calling us and said, "Y'all got to do something. We gotta have the rebar back." There ain't gonna be no rebar. There's a joke. The old owner's name was Alan, and my name was Alan. So a lot of their old regulars, since they never saw Alan, the other owner, thought that I was the owner.
Okay.
It was so smoky in here one night. I got up on the microphone to sing karaoke. And you see what all that smoke did right here. I never smoked either. But I got up there and I said, "This is it. No more smoking in the bar. There's picnic tables out here on that concrete slab. Y'all want to smoke? go outside. Even the smokers are complaining. So no more. That was on a Thursday. I came back on Saturday and the place was practically empty. And I asked the bouncer what happened to all the cigarettes. But I'd have to have a lot of people. And he goes, they said if they couldn't smoke in the bar, you could go to hell. I don't own the place. I made it else.
The karaoke guys in the corner, and we'd leave and come in later when the karaoke started here. And it was so bad that the smoke would roar out that window as you're walking in. And thinking, my God, I'm going to go inside there. And it was thick.
So we have a policy here. There's no smoking inside.
No vaping
We
either.
spent a lot of money for this pole barn. If they want to smoke and vape, you have to come outside.
What's your other rules, Alan? You got some more rules besides
No
that.
hoodies inside the bar. No hoodies. And no saggy britches.
Oh, I love this place.
We don't-
Very, very strict
No,
on
sorry.
those rules.
We're very strict.
So they can wear
You can wear that in my
sweatshirts.
house.
They can wear
You can wear that in
sweatshirts
my
with
house.
hoods,
Yeah.
but they can't wear sweatshirts with hoods and the hood up.
Yeah.
Correct.
So if it's
Right.
cold outside, you can still put a sweatshirt on
Yep.
and come into the bar.
Yeah. Put a hoodie down.
Yep. Just
I
pull
don't
your
call
hoodie
them
down.
hoodies; they're sweatshirts.
Your face has to be showing. Your face needs to be showing. We need to know who you are. We got cameras.
It's a
Everybody's
safety.
Everybody's going to be on
No,
the camera.
I agree. I agree 100%. And the CTVs, do you guys show games?
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Okay.
Network. We don't have any of the paid TV stuff. We
But whatever's on TV.
on network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Still a
during
game.
football season, we got the game. We had a game on here the other night. Miami actually came.
So,
I have,
We have drink specials. We have games. Cena makes a thing called, Pirates Punch. And we'll get a 5-gallon container. Every time the Bucks score, everybody gets a free Pirates Punch.
we do a lot of specials. A lot of helping our customers out. Our
Yeah.
customers are our family.
On the weekends, it's a family place. Now, if there are young children, they have to leave. Time 8 o'clock rolls around, they've got to be gone.
okay.
Unless there's a game on out here, where a lot of people stay out here with their kids watching. We don't want them in the bar. But families come here to watch the games. Mommy and Daddy drinks. The kids go out here. They play. We've got Cena's got several little games, yard games for the kids to play. They play out here, away from the cars, away from all the adults. This afternoon, we have a memorial service for my cousin that used to come here all the time before he got.
This afternoon.
Yep. At 4:30, we have a memorial service. So there's some of the people already that's sitting at the bar. But we'll have that service for him out here.
Okay.
Even the minister said, you got such a great environment there. Why don't we just do it? We don't need to look for a place to have it. Let's just do it at your pole barn. And that'd be great. He would have enjoyed that. Exactly. So that's what we're going to do.
Well, I mean, it's a beautiful piece of property. I mean, there's so much room out here for anything you wanted to do. It really is a beautiful piece of
And one good
property.
thing in the article, please let everybody know we do have more parking out back.
Yeah.
We cleaned all that smoke out of here, repainted. Matthew helped put up all the aluminum around the half walls. We ground that floor all down, took up all the old linoleum tiles, square tiles. That's how old it was. That floor's been there for day one probably.
Missing half the tiles.
Yeah. Took those off, redid the floors. So we've done a lot of work cleanup wise.
But it's still the original building.
Yep.
Yep.
We added this. We have intentions of cutting that window out and bringing out that, and then finish the rest of this off. So you have to go through the bar to get out here, but there'll be a door there where that window's at, and
Okay.
a covered entry into this.
Okay.
We haven't taken any profit out of the bar. Any profit we make just goes back to the bar. So like right now, we want to redo the bathrooms and things like that. So every time we get a little bit of money ahead, we just put it back in.
And the other thing again that we mentioned about why did we do this? Was because of friends. Like Paul said, we didn't come in here like everybody goes in business. You have the intention to make money, but we don't really have the expectations to make a lot of money here. We bought the place, the value of the property. The business is helping to pay for the property. We'll make our money back when we sell the property.
Corey.
Cena is a blessing for us.
No, thank you.
We had a lot of work to do when we moved into this place. Had a lot of work to do to begin running it. New computerized cash register system, taking credit cards. We had
And you set all that up, right?
Yeah, in the beginning.
But
yeah.
you took care of all that. You did all the computer stuff?
Yep. Cena come along and says, I can take that off your plate. And she still does it. I can take that off your plate. I can pull those records up for you and give you a report. I could take that off your plate. So she's a godsend for this place.
Okay, in Prohibition, a dive bar, and the reason what the name dive bar came from was because every bar during Prohibition was underneath something. It was underneath a building. It was underneath a store. It was down underneath maybe a gas station. Wherever they had a basement that they could put a bar in, that's where a bar went. And it was considered diving down to go to the bar.
Okay.
So that's where the definition of dive bar comes from. A lot of people don't know that. Okay. Some people think the dive bar is like you're calling it a real crappy bar. It's not. It honestly, in my opinion, a dive bar is a badge of honor. I'd rather do a bar that's owned by four guys or that's owned by a mom and a pop, and they're just trying to make a living, because that's what we want to do. We want to promote it. My definition of a dive bar is a bar you walk into as a stranger and you leave as a friend.
There you go.
That is
Okay,
exactly how
that
this
is
place
that is my definition. It's not everybody else's definition. You know, I've had every kind of definition you could even imagine. But we always ask the owners, what would be your definition of a dive bar?
Dive bar to me, it's a place like you just said. You come in and make friends. Everybody's kind of like the old Cheers television. Everybody knows where everybody sits. Everybody knows stuff about everybody's family. There's really no secrets. Everybody lets everything out, and we tell people. Everybody's got their favorites. Everybody's got their enemies. So we allow both of them to come here as long as they're not fighting. That's the other thing. We do not tolerate fighting.
I don't tolerate fighting either. Okay, you tell me your definition.
Well, I kind of agree with Alan and yourself on all of that. I didn't know the difference between a dive bar and a speakeasy. Back in the day, they used to call them speakeasies. You might be able to tell me that.
So a speakeasy, in my understanding, was basically a hidden bar within a restaurant slash something, where you had to knock 3 times to get in the door.
There you go.
You had to
The
know
code.
somebody to get into the speakeasy. We really researched it because we wanted to know, because when we started the channel, people say, well, I don't have a dive bar. I don't want you coming to my place and calling it a dive. It's not a dive. It really, it's a badge of honor. I can't express it enough.
Yeah.
Our channel's all about telling people about bars, and then they'll show up.
Yep.
And tell me your definition of a dive bar.
My definition of a dive bar from a bartender standpoint is something where everybody knows everybody, where you walk in and your drink's on the bar already. The bartender knows when they see your car pull in. We know about your grandkids. We know about your uncle. We know about your girlfriend and your wife. We know everything. And we're one big dysfunctional family, is how I put it. That's a dive bar to me.
So the bartender at the Manatee Pub told me the same thing. We are just one big dysfunctional family.
Yep, that's what we are.
So tell me, Jason, how long have you been coming here?
I was born and raised in this town. My father's been dragging me in this little dive probably since I was 6, 7 years old.
So would that be like 5 years ago, 10 years ago?
I'm 53.
53. Okay, you're a youngster. Don't worry. Okay, so tell me, it was the wheel.
Yes.
Then it was the rebar.
Yes.
Now it's the wheel again.
Yes.
Tell me.
Well, there's a little bit of a history. There's a lot of places that names that this place has been over the years. Like we said, it was built in the 50s, and this town was a pretty booming little community among all the locals. Everybody knew everybody. This was one of the 3 or 4 places in this town that people would come dive in, come along the highway. You see this little place, brakes on, dive in the place. We're going to have a couple cool beers. Like we said, this is a friendly environment. Everyone knows everyone. And we're just like a big dysfunctional family. We love it that way.
I love that statement. It just makes it feel like home.
It is.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I feel like you come into a dive bar as a stranger and you leave as a friend.
That is true.
And
that is true.
It's just a place you come to, and kind of like everybody knows your name. It's just one of those things to just relax and enjoy.
That is true. We have special people that we like that come in here, and a few of them that come in every time we see them. We're like, Norm.
Do they have their own seat at the bar?
One of them has his own special parking spot.
Is that where it says Bob O?
Parking only, yes, sir. He's
So he
one
has
of our favorites. He's a good man.
he has his own spot.
He does.
Don't park in Bob O's spot, you'd be in trouble.
That's just the family type of we are.
Yeah, but see, that makes it good. That makes it enjoyable.
It certainly does.
It makes it fun to come here.
It really does.
You know, it's not always like that everywhere you go.
It's not, and it's just off the little highway here, the main road back and forth between town and our next city, Floral City, north of us. And it's just a little quick place we can jump into. And not a lot of people know that it's actually a bar. We've had people come in here. I thought this was a little thrift shop. All these wheels I see around here, you know. No, it's actually a good little community fun house.
Watering hole.
Watering hole.
Community watering hole.
Yes.
It has to be the kind of place that you want to come to, the kind of place that a woman comes to and is not afraid to walk in the door because she's going to be, you know, molested when she comes inside.
That's true. This is not that kind of place whatsoever. We do not encourage that. We do not condone it. We haven't seen it, but
no, but I mean, it does happen. You know, a woman's got to feel safe.
That's right.
You know, and honestly, if the women didn't come, the men wouldn't come.
That is true.
You know,
that is true.
If it's just a bunch of guys in a bar, it's not always a popular bar.
I will keep my opinion to myself on that one.
So, tell me about the area.
This place is very Civil War rich. Brooksville was founded in 1845.
Okay.
Ish. And it was part of the Civil War. There's a lot of generational people. There's a lot of families that are still here that stem from our Civil War people. Families that have been here, that have built the town, that have made it into something great to live in, a good community. We have local farmers. We have local produce. We have local honeycomb hives. People raise bees and they cultivate bees and sell their honey. Great citrus industry in the 80s. It was very good.
Downtown that are very old.
That are very old. The place is historic. There are some buildings, original buildings from original Brooksville that still exist.
Well, that's amazing.
That's protected. We have a community that protects our heritage and our way of life.
That is absolutely amazing.
1999, I started working at the old Wheel Inn. I carried that through. When in 2003, the owner of the bar tragically lost his life to cancer.
Okay.
He was a good friend for many, many, many years.
Sorry to hear that.
Jim Field. Yes, sir. His son, Alan, once he passed, took over the bar. He leased it to some people, and their names were Ron Cohey and Eric Stalker. They took the first letter of each of their names, R-E, and put it in front of bar, which means Ron and Eric's Bar. That's how it became the Rebar. Yes.
Okay, well, that's pretty interesting.
Yes. They were partners, and they ran it.
And these guys came in
almost 2 years ago. July 4th, we opened, 2024.
So it was closed for a while.
Yes. It was about a year.
Okay.
I'm getting about a year, yes.
Okay. And I'm imagining everybody was very happy when it opened back up.
Not at first, I'm going to be honest, because there were a lot of people that did not like the no smoking inside, and they just thought the family thing does not fit the spirit of the place, and it's going to crash and all. We're still here. We're still kicking. We got this beautiful pole barn.
This is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, sir. We have a lot of good things. We have other ideas for good entertainment that we are going to be pursuing in the near future as well.
That's awesome. Absolutely. Listen, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Bubba. Thank you very much.
So we're here, and we're at the wheel. That's right. We're still here. We're not leaving. We're not going till they kick us out. And we are here with the Wiener Lady. That's right. Her name is Teresa, or maybe they call her T-Dog is what I was told. And we're going to try her food. We're going to see how good it is. I've been told her food is amazing. So what do you recommend, Miss T-Dog?
I'm going to say a smash burger will knock your socks clear right off.
Smash burger, knock my socks off. That would be amazing. Okay, smash burger for me. What about you, Miss Kissi?
What's your slogan about the dogs?
Good wieners, great buns.
A good wiener has great buns.
Well, I'd have to turn around, but yes. Good wieners, great buns.
There you go. Okay.
Sex sells, guys, okay? It's not just the wiener, it's sex that sells.
I guess I'll try hot dog.
Would you
Well,
like
you
chili
can't try a
cheese?
hot dog. You can get a wiener.
You want a chili cheese wiener?
No.
Wet wiener? No wet wiener? Okay.
You like a wet wiener?
All right, I gotta look.
Okay, so we're getting the whole menu down. And what does TNT stand for?
Stands for Tucker, for T-Dog.
And what do?
You tuck it back.
Well, how do you tuck it back?
You just
Don't
spread.
do what you did before. Go
You
on.
just tuck it back.
Ah! So the T-Dog,
Sausage size matters, guys.
sausage size matters.
Yeah.
Did you get that, Kiss?
Yeah.
Don't forget, sausage size, it matters. You don't want a little wiener.
No.
You want a sausage.
We want
No,
big
I want-
wieners.
I want a lucky dog. See if I can win
You want a
scratch
lucky
off.
dog? All right.
Yeah.
So remember, Bubba's in the house. Bubba does dive bars. We're going to be here all day. You never know what's going to happen when we're here.
right.
Could get crazy, could be calm. We don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be a good time because when I'm in the house, we always have a good time.
Right on.
Yes.
All right, you know what time it is. It's that time of the day. That's right. It's the time that Bubba rates the bar, and you know what they're getting. It's Bubba rated. It's a 5-star dive bar, and they're getting the sticker.
Bubba's got a map and it's stained with beer. Every dot's a dive, every mile's unclear. 5-star joints with a 1-star glow. What could go wrong on this dusty road? It's Bubba's Dive Bar Roadshow. Oh yeah. Bad decisions and stories to spare. One beer so road, a jukebox hum. Locals, booze, and what we've become. Raise your glass, 'cause here we go. On Bubba's Dive Bar Roadshow. Neon signs flicker, spelling trouble and cheer.